Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1. Okay, I just need to unmute the television. So you'll notice have the thief in the front. Oh, we got a chance to strike. I'll explain that when we, get out of this fight, explain the turn order. Well, for starters, as you can see, Fred has more HP than Iced. So there's that. Oh, how did we miss him? Oh well. We have the speed going to 5. So anyway, let's just take a look at their stats. Oh, well, first off, let's look at Zake's. For starters, his evade is pretty good, so if you wanted to... I think it might even be the best, so it might not even be a bad idea to put him in front, but I'd rather rely on the defense since... let's see, he only has one absorb. So, the Thief has 51 evade, and he only has 47, but he also only has... They have the same amount of defense, but, since he has better HP and better evade, figure may as well give him better defense too, and then put him in the front so he gets most of the damage. So, we're playing with the Thief in the front for the foreseeable future, unless their stats change. As they get more developed, the Kung Fu guy will turn out to have better. Actually, I'll have him fight him. He'll fight him. Hopefully he won't miss that. Let's just have all three of them. Come on. So, it didn't take too long to get back to where we were. That is to say, in the last episode I accidentally overrode what we did up through that point, but it actually only took like a half an hour to catch up to where we were. It took a while because it was blind, but redoing it all over again, knowing what to do, it made it go by faster, and that wolf is just not dying. Hopefully we'll be able to take out the top one in one hit, so this doesn't go to waste. There we go, finally. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh wow, he's not dead. Okay, let's just... They'll be able to take him out, surely. I'm kinda speaking really loudly. I'm not sure if it's really necessary. I mean, maybe I should try just talking more normally. And because, my throat has been getting a little agitated whenever I record recently. And I don't think I used to try to be so loud, but, maybe it's because I just don't trust this headset as much. Even though, once I actually figured out how it worked, it's actually pretty good. It might even... I'll have to compare it to the last one, because it might even be better. I think it is technically supposed to be more professional, and apparently there's a cave here. I feel a little worried about going into it. I'm just gonna magic him, because I don't know what he's up to, but... he probably needs some magic. Especially if we're just gonna miss. Oh, he only does 1 damage, it seems, so... maybe that was a bit of an overreaction. But, when there's only one enemy, that usually means it's pretty tough, but... maybe it just has a high crit rate, but low attack. We might have met it in the last recording, but that was a little while ago. And I'm worried about going into this cave, but I'm just kind of a worrywart all around. Oh, we have a broom. Are those actually living brooms? Oh, pure, that's good. We have 2 of those. Push B, select... heal. I'm surprised we can walk on these skeletons, but I guess the fact that those treasure chests were hidden behind them, and I don't think you can, like, move stuff in the overworld in this game. I guess that was the hint that you can. Okay. Push B, select a magic spell. Was I not hitting select? Wait. Yeah, I was hitting select. I don't get it. Okay, they're gonna say the same stuff. Where is my crystal? I can't see anything without it. Who stole my crystal? I wonder about that. Okay, I guess this wasn't a cave. I mean, it's like a witch's cave, but not like a monster cave. I guess that's a lot safer. So anyway, I didn't record for a couple days, and it's not so much that it was hard to catch up, as much as it was just, okay, let me get that. Okay, it's because, you know, I work weekends, so I kind of, and then, I'm in the habit of playing those stupid gacha games, and then you have to play those every day, just because you have to. So then that takes up the morning before I go to work, and then I get back home from work so late that it's like you don't feel like doing anything but watching people do stuff, and then getting the second round of the gacha games, because then everything's recharged by then, and you can't pass up that opportunity to accumulate resources, and it's just really dumb, but it's an addiction, even though it's... Oh, we get to strike first. Let's try to not use magic this time against this, see how far we've come. Not that far, apparently. We'll see how much damage it does to us. So the reason I'm going back here is because I figure maybe that crystal in there, we can pick it up now that we have, like, an initiative to, because if they stole that crystal, then maybe we can give it back. I mean, I tried examining it before to see if we could take it, but we couldn't, so maybe now we can, now that we know what to do with it. Or maybe it's just a coincidence and it has nothing to do with this particular crystal and it's something else, but that's what we're gonna find out, I guess. Those guys go down nice and easy these days. Oh. But nothing happens. Well, that didn't do anything. Out of my way, bats. Oh. Let's see. Forget it. Maybe I'm overestimating these guys? I don't know. You know, bothering with a sleep spell. Maybe zombies don't sleep, and that's why that might be something worth looking into. Oh good, he one-shotted him. Let's see if you can do the same. Ah, that went perfectly. Charged relief, she uses a big hammer. Let's see, should I cut going back here? I don't know, it doesn't take all that long to get back here as long as we don't get in the fights. Oh. Yeah, I don't really run from fights because it's free experience, even if it's not very much. Because it's like, if you have a low level thing, then it's not hard to get the experience, but you still get it. Or, how do I put that exactly? I mean, we got 4, but it adds up. If we were to run from like 50 fights throughout the course of the game that are like 4 things, then that's like, let's call that 50 times 4. So that's, what, 200? And is that, maybe that adds up to something important, I don't know. So how much money do we have? 300. Well, let's first sleep at the inn so we can just restore our magic and HP. I guess in the last one I made it seem like, oh, we were going to start exploring, and I guess we did go to the place where I said we were going to go. We went into that upper area, and I was expecting it to be really tough, but it wasn't. It was a friendly witch. Oh, I meant to see how many of these heals and tents we have before actually, because you can't see in the actual store. Okay, we have a loot. We can play it nice. Oh, 2 tents, a cabin, 7 heals, 2 pures for this world. Get it? Tents. Let's get 1 more tent. Let's see, those act like save points, I believe. So we don't need to, well, I like going back into towns just to save the money, but... Oh, great. Oh, great. That's the one I should have doubled down on, so to speak. Let's see, that 1 green or whatever it's supposed to be gave us 4. Let's see what 3 normal ones do. I guess we could have figured that out a long time ago, but now it's like... Yeah, they also give us 4. Alright, now we're gonna start going into the new area. And have to start worrying about powerful monsters and keeping check on our HP. Yeah, may as well. I remember these guys being pretty tough. I think we're actually more leveled, though, or at least the levels are more evenly distributed because the white mage didn't faint when I, you know, redid that that whole area. So I don't know if I'd have thought I would have been less leveled, but I'm like, okay, I don't care. Let's just move on. But I think they might actually be more leveled. But if they aren't, they're at least more even. So yeah, I think we pretty much have to use magic against this guy. Because even if we hit it, we don't do that much damage. But he only has so many. I wonder if the tents heal magic too. One damage. I mean, 11 isn't too bad, I guess. Like, I'm thinking, oh, that's bad, but oh, he only did 4, even though I thought his attack was supposed to be bigger. I mean, let's just attack this guy as is, and we'll just see what the consequences are, and use that for making decisions later on. Because if we can take it without, you know, too much sacrifice, although Fred's HP, I guess is pretty low compared to what its max is now, but we'll just do this for gathering information. But yeah, it seems like we pretty much just have to use magic against these guys. Okay, now he's dead. I thought those 14s would add up eventually. Don't want to use a tent just yet. I'd like to see if those restore magic, so Let's see. He's the only one who's taken any damage so far. Alright, so should we use, oh yeah, I want to see their attack. Damage 13, damage 15. So yeah, it seems like Fred's consistently doing more damage now, but does putting in the front affect that too? I don't know. Okay, so do we want to heal him with magic? I think it's 30. Okay, let's do this. Oh, that did 20. I could have sworn... Does the magic do 30 when in a fight? Wait, that did more than 30, I think. Is it just random? I don't understand this game. Ugh, this looks like a pain. It's like not even intimidating anymore, it's just annoying. Watch us just take him out with 2 hits. Oh wow, he didn't. Oh, you missed. Okay. Oh wow, they're doing pretty good damage. I thought they were the weaker wolves, but they're alright. Oh wow. Guess I'm underestimating his HP. Maybe I should really try to figure out what it is rather than just kind of guesstimate. It has to be at least 70. There. That way, in case the black mage does more damage than the white... Well, actually, it would be the white mage. So anyway, just making sure they're even. Like, because if one person does too little damage to kill them in 2 shots, but one of them does more damage than would be required in... Now, let's see, how am I putting this? Well, in that case, I should just take them out on the same turn if that's what I'm relying on. But, like, if you have 10 HP, the enemy, and your one character is weaker and does 4, and you have them attack the same creature twice, they're still going to have 2 HP. And then if your other ally does 6, then let's see, let me do this real quick, because I can't concentrate on both. But then if your other ally does 6 damage, then he'll do 12 damage. So you'll be overdoing it in the 2 moves, and underdoing it in the 2 moves. But if you have the one that does 6 in one turn, and then the other one that does 4 on the other turn on that same enemy, then they'll both be dead, because you'll have 6 on one turn, and then 4 on the next. And then for the other enemy, it's 4 on one turn, and then 6 on the next, so then you take them all, both out. Of course, obviously, if you're relying on it being, well, now I have to explore that desert area. If you're relying on it being 4 and 6, then you should just take the monster out in the one turn. Let's experiment with that. See how much that heals in battle. Anyway, so if you're relying on it, you should just take them out on the same turn, so that way... Okay, so that did 30-some... Well, actually, it was 35, so it was like 26 or something. So anyway, you take out the monster on one turn so that they don't do any damage, then on the next turn you only have 1 damage, but that's only if you're relying on it. In this game, it seems like, you know, because the damage that they do is completely random, maybe you'll do you'll have both characters randomly take out both monsters in the same turn, or maybe they won't, in which case... Oh, okay, so that just... Okay, never mind. So I guess that's why in this game you kind of average out between the two, so that if you have the one character that does random damage between 6 and 10, or let's call it 6 and 13, and the other does between 4 and 10, then you might actually take them both out in the same turn and receive no damage. So, like, if it's guaranteed, you should just focus on the one enemy, but if it's not guaranteed, then, if it's not guaranteed, then you should hope that the randomness makes it so that you kill 2 enemies on one turn, rather than guaranteeing 1 enemy on one turn. Anyway, that's how I figure it. I know I thought it'd probably be easier to explain if I wasn't concentrating on this too, but I mean more easily understood because I'd be more clear on it. I hope no, he said he'd be fine. Now Fred needs healing, because he's at the HP Iced is after he was healed, so I guess it's fine. How much HP does Zakes have? Okay, we're gonna get in one more fight, and then I guess we'll see how far we can get before having to use a tent. Oh, great. So what I was trying to say is, I think it was only so long-winded because, you know, I keep interrupting myself with concentrating on 2 different things. Oof. Might have to retreat to the town if this takes us out. Okay, that's fine. Well, time to see how much HP the tent heals after we get a little bit far. Okay, that's fine. Oh, guess I better pay attention if that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, okay, so I shouldn't have healed him because he was apparently really close to his max, which is pretty low compared to these guys and even her. Okay, so 38, his magic 0, her magic 0. Let's see what the tent does. Save. Okay, 68, 88. What was his 38? So it does 30 HP. Might as well save. But their magic is 0, so I guess that's good to know. Oh, good. I'm the kind of guy who has to go to the places where I... Uh-oh. Anyway, I go to the places that... Oof. Oh, that's not good. This is like the time I played Final Fantasy VII, and I encountered like these electric birds, and they wiped my party, and I didn't save for like 3 towns. It was like Idleheim or wherever the place where... Spoilers. Where Red's from. It was like before then, and then it was the town... Well, that was like in that valley that I don't want to get into too many details, even though it's like, you know, however many years old. Then again, there are people who are going to be playing the remake, who, like, that'll be their first time playing because they're young kids or whatever. Oh, great. Okay. Fine. We're gonna be running out of potions if we have to keep doing it like this, and then we'll be in real danger. Oh man, these guys are strong. But I'm not the kind who likes to run, because then you use up that turn. Although he's... And I did just save, so it's not worth it. Now I know that, ooh, oh. Oh no! Man, should I just reload the save? Oh, or... Yeah, I may as well just reload the save. So there's no point in finishing this fight. Well, let's just end the episode here then. Is it as good a place to end as any? Unless, of course, how much experience would I get from this? But, I'll just come back from the tent and then we'll see what happens from there. So, see you then.